Yeah. Holy shit.
Do we have a...
Oh,
We've got an actual jingle, don't we?
here it is.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the podcast. Something like that.
Podcast. Yeah.
Welcome to the
Oh,
podcast.
no, it goes...
Oh.
So we should do a podcast. Something like that, but now that's nearly finished. It's over.
It was good though.
But I loved it.
That
I
is
loved
the
it.
procuring
I loved it. I loved it.
jingle.
I loved
What
it.
episode
I
is
loved
it? 6.
Oh my god! If we
Episode
put
6.
it in position 6,
Holy. Has this ever been done before?
it's literally never been done before.
Guys, we're pushing new frontiers in this audio world. I'm proud of us.
I want to talk before we actually get into the topic of the podcast today. I want to ask the two of you, Ron, Alan, Ali. I want you to be part of this as well.
Hello.
Where the fuck were you? Why were you all late?
Oh no.
Whoa, wow.
How dare you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Just straight into it.
Straight into it. We
okay.
started this podcast nearly
Okay,
half an hour
so
late.
you know what? I left at a pretty reasonable time, and
Same.
the traffic was
Same.
scuffed, no cap.
Was it
Scuffed
scuffed? No,
nil cap.
no cap. What about you, Ali?
Yeah, same. Scuffed, no cap.
Max
Were
scuffed,
you in
nil
traffic?
cap.
Were you?
I was, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How dare you, quite frankly.
How dare I?
How dare you?
Oh,
you
okay.
driving from a different direction, and how dare you
And
put
I
this
have
on
no
us?
traffic because
Yeah.
I'm driving from the opposite direction. Maybe thought about that. Yeah.
We should have thought about that. We should have
Yeah.
actually taken that into consideration when we chose where the studio was going to be.
Maybe where your houses
What's
were.
going to screw Adam over, and we could, damn it.
Yeah.
No, Adam, the traffic was insane.
Garbage,
and I'm
was
already
it?
frazzled from it. So how dare you?
Alan.
Hello. What's up?
Hey, what's up,
Hey, what's
babe?
up? Oh, I figured that what we're going to talk about on my drive over, being stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Speaking of, and what I think what I'm keen to talk about is buffed up nerds.
Mm.
You guys remember this?
Yeah.
We
I
did
do
a show,
remember
a
this.
series called Buffed Up Nerds. Like, when was it? Let's go.
It would
years ago.
It would have been 2017 or 2018, surely.
Early 2018 is when we started it.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
And so that was a while ago, like 5 years, I guess. Holy shit.
Yeah.
5 years. And
A lot of fans may not even know about Buffed Up.
I don't
Nerds.
think they would. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of this random, that's right. We tried to raise funding for this one.
We did.
Right?
In
was
some
something-
ways, it was our first ever kind of got a bit of crowdfunding.
Yeah.
I
I remember we did a live stream for it because we just didn't have
We
the
did a
money to-
24-hour live stream,
Yeah.
which,
Yeah.
Jesus, never doing that again.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we raised like $10,000
Yeah,
or something.
which was
insane
massive.
for us back then.
Mm.
Yeah.
I remember somebody gave us, there was the first taste of somebody gave us $1,000.
Yeah.
And we
And-
lost
and
it.
we-
We just
we
lost our minds, yeah.
As just, how is that
I-
possible?
Looking back, I mean, even today, literally, the concept of doing as video game comedy skit makers, the concept of doing a fitness series is a little weird.
Do
It's
you
a little
remember
odd.
the beginnings of it, the reason behind the series? I think we kind of used it as inspiration, but none of us were going to get fit without the pressure of doing it for a series.
Oh,
I
God,
think
yeah.
that was part of it. It was like
I
to
think
to
so. It
go,
was a really good opportunity to
yeah.
just,
We're
to
like,
just go, let's
okay,
do it.
if we're being held accountable by our audience, we might actually stand a chance of getting a little bit
Yeah.
fit. But I'll give you the really quick rundown for those of you that don't know that this series exists. Is we nerdy gamers, and I don't think any of us were particularly happy with our health or fitness or physique. And
We
were
were
like,
getting to that point where it was like, okay, we're beyond the teenage early 20s where you can eat whatever you want. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Your metabolism
Yeah.
will deal with it for you.
Yeah, and we were like, we have
Give it a
to
little
do
bit pudgy
something.
pudge.
And this series was acting as a guise to for health, but realistic. I think we all just wanted to get tanked,
Pretty much.
try and get
Yeah.
as buff. You know, it was right there in the title, so
Yeah,
maybe it
buff
wasn't a
up
guise.
nerds.
Maybe we were
Yeah.
just being honest about it. But we were just trying to get as tanked as we possibly could to prove that nerds can get. And I like overall, I was pretty happy with the result. Like we did a little photo shoot at the end. There was like a calendar that we made.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was that our first calendar?
It might have been our first calendar. It wasn't just the firefighter calendar with us. There was a bunch of
It
other
probably
stuff, but
was.
some of it
would
was.
have
Yeah.
tied in with the Patreon tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and then first thing, how did you guys feel? How did you guys enjoy the process of making Buffed Up Nerds?
Well, first of all, it was just to clarify, it was a 3-month challenge.
It was
Yeah.
yes, thank you. It was a 3-month challenge.
Was to
Alright.
get as buff as we could in 3
Yeah.
months.
So
3
the
months.
plan was, I think the plan from the start was we've got 3 months to
Yeah.
get as buffed up as we can, and then we're going to do a photo shoot to kind of celebrate the results and do a comparison.
Yeah, that's right.
What was the question?
And the question was, how did you guys find it? How did you guys find the 3 months of Buffed Up Nerds?
I actually found the actual act of going to the gym and following the plan that we had was actually quite easy.
Yeah.
I especially in some areas, which you'll see if you watch Buffed Up Nerds.
Yeah.
Like pull-ups and squats and that kind of stuff. I was freaking smashing it. I was so impressed with myself at first.
Yeah, I basically just went back into older habits and things I've done in the past. Like, okay, it's time to get buff again.
Yeah.
All right, Rowan.
Let's go.
You remember your old days of training?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's go.
3 days a week.
Yeah.
I
can't even necessarily remember the regimen. I remember being hating it a lot. In terms of just the amount it was, I think it was probably the hardest I'd ever been working out. I think I did F45 after Buffed Up Nerds for a while, but which is comparable. But the time with the trainers was not enjoyable. Like in the sense that it was just so much harder.
They pushed us really hard.
They pushed us hard, like harder than I'd ever been pushed.
I think that was because I had, as a young man, gone to the gym at university, and I would go at least 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah. And I would just kind of do some weights and do a bit of running and do whatever I kind of wanted. I, up until that point, had never had a trainer who would push me to the point of breaking, which I know for like real proper gains, that's what you need to be doing.
Yeah.
And it was tough some
days,
tough. Man. Holy crap. Like when they're saying, do pull-ups until you can't physically move anymore.
Yeah.
Or do lunges until your legs give out. You're like,
So I don't know how healthy this is, but okay. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I need to be held accountable by somebody or something that's I can't do it myself. I can't go to the gym and push myself to the limit of of breaking, because I just I don't need to be doing this. There's nobody around me.
I can, once I'm at the gym, push myself very hard.
Yeah,
but it's just getting to the gym.
It's just getting to the gym. Getting to the gym, man.
Yeah.
Getting to the gym. They say the hardest part to get to the gym is just the putting on the clothes and the gym clothes and getting out the door, and it's 100%. But yeah, and after I classes kind of fill that for me, where I'm just surrounded by other people going just as hard, and I can't be the one person. So I'm doing this is kind of skipping ahead a little bit. I'm doing Pilates right now, and really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I'm dead. I was 3 days ago was my last class, and I'm still feeling it. Like it's just that just trying to do stuff, but just shaking all over. But I part of our experience as well was that we all got injured in the process of Buffed Up Nerds, didn't we?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What happened?
I genuinely think it was that a kind of a mix of a couple of things. There's one, we were getting a little bit older, but two, we were just going a bit too hard, I think. And so I injured my lower back, which is now something I'll have to deal with for the rest of my life.
Yeah, Buffed Up Nerds.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Really
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah. Genuinely, it was in one of the final weeks that I injured my back from memory, and it was pretty painful for that week. But then I managed to get to the end of the challenge. But it was kind of the following
rest of my life.
The following months, but then the following good year, I was almost unable to walk for there was a week or two there where I was actually in agony.
Sorry, so at what point in the 3 months did this happen?
It happened in one of the final few weeks. Right. I do remember. I was doing, what do you call it? Deadlift?
I think it's deadlift.
Yeah. Deadlift,
and I have pretty knock knees anyway. The way my body works is I literally just can't do deadlifts. And I was trying really hard and it wasn't feeling good. And then I just pulled a bit too hard and snapped something in my back.
Yeah.
Deadlifts is something that I've never gelled with.
Same.
I've always gone, nah, pass.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right.
Every time I've tried it, they've pointed out something I'm doing wrong. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, I really thought I had it this time.
Yeah.
But now apparently I'm completely, oh God damn it, I guess I'll Like, and I go into deadlifts every single time with the mindset of like, I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. Like, I shouldn't be feeling it in my lower back, but that's where I'm feeling it. But I'm pretty sure I'm following. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I blame the deadlifts, but as I've gotten older and learned more about how my body works, I've actually kind of realized that the deadlifts were the straw that broke the camel's back, really.
Yeah, right.
Is that I have very tight hamstrings and very tight glutes. And really, I need to be stretching those constantly to keep my back in good shape.
God,
and
stretching, guys.
Stretching. And that was something that like I probably wasn't doing enough when we were doing Buffed Up Nerds was stretching. As I was like, the weights, I need to lift the weights as much as I can.
Yeah. Did we turn these injuries into part of the Buffed Up Nerd story, or did we just kind of ignore
I think we did.
We must have spoken about it at
we
least
did.
in those little green
I'm pretty sure we
screen
did.
shot, yeah.
We did. We definitely did.
Yeah,
we definitely did.
yeah.
I remember talking about it.
It's early days. That's early, literally we'd do our little recap, talking to camera bits with a little fold out, little shitty.
It was a fold
green
out.
screen.
Yeah, it was in your little like lounge in your tiny apartment.
My tiny little.
And we'd just
apartment.
ask each other questions and
That was the days when we were still doing everything ourselves.
yeah.
Well,
no, Tom filmed a lot. Tom filmed a lot of
that
it.
was
Tom-
that's what the
Tom
fundraising
filmed
was
the-
for, was to go so we can pay Tom to
That's
be
right.
filming.
Yeah,
these
I remember
kind of,
Tom coming along and filming a bunch of stuff.
We
But
did
in
a
terms
lot
the
of
green
cell
screen, we did
phone
all of that
stuff.
by ourselves.
We did a
and-
lot of cell phone stuff at the
Yeah.
gym ourselves as
Yeah.
well.
And we wrestled Ben. That's
Yeah.
right. We wrestled Ben.
Man,
he's hard out
foolish.
jiu-jitsu.
I was just talking about this
Yeah.
yesterday. How I'm so desperate to rematch Ben at
Oh, man.
jiu-jitsu. Like I know I'd fuck
We
him
just
up
get
now.
let's get
I
some
know
mats
it.
down in the tavern and you guys just have a go.
Take your
shirts off,
I feel
oil
it.
up.
I know that. I just
You can take
fucking
it.
wanna-
You can take him.
I could
Yeah.
take him.
Yeah,
I
you can take. I'm
bet
pretty
you
sure
could,
take
Ron.
him.
I bet you could.
I don't care if he's been continuing to train
this
and
entire
jiu-jitsu.
Not
time.
a single bit
the
of
last
training.
5 years,
just-
but you just got a feeling.
I was holding back, and this time, bring it, mother trucker.
This game, you said you could take him. You've been playing a lot of.
I want a
Dead by
rematch.
Daylight.
I want a
So-
rematch.
Yeah, you got this.
I feel like I have a slightly different memory of Buffed Up Nerds from you guys because I was the one that was doing all of the editing and
You
putting
were,
putting
that's
all
right.
of the episodes together and also writing all
Oh,
the
yeah,
questions
true,
for those
yeah.
green screen moments.
I forgot about that. Why were you thrown under the bus to edit these? Were we
because
just-
I had kind of done that stuff prior to in a previous
Right.
life before Viva the Dirt League.
right.
And I would literally get all the footage from Tom, get all the footage from you guys, and then edit up an episode of just the cutaways and then try and make a story out of that.
Yeah.
So then to make a story out of it, I had to write leading questions for all of us.
Yeah.
And would go to, as you insinuate,
Yeah.
go to Rowan's house, pop a green screen up, and I'd be like, this is the question, but what I want you to say is this.
Yeah, that's right.
Turns out reality TV is fake.
Oh,
reality TV
straight up. I was just
is
doing
just
all the
TV.
tricks of reality TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot that you edited, and I remember both of us were like, "Oh man, I'm so glad that we don't have to do this." Like,
Yeah, so Buffed Up Nerds was a lot more work for me because I was
Yeah.
doing, I can't remember how long the episodes were, like 10 or 15 minutes or something, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
editing 10 or 15 minutes of reality TV is quite arduous work.
Oh,
bro.
absolutely. I had to do stuff like that in my NZME job back in the day, and it was not an enjoyable process.
So that was so interesting having to go, like, would sit down and I'd go, okay, Ron, remember 3 weeks ago
That's right.
when we did the thing at, what was the name of the trainers?
Remember.
Can't remember. So I remember 3 weeks ago when we were at the trainers and you did this thing. How did that make you feel? And what I want you to say
I
is
can't
like you were.
remember. That's 3 minutes.
That's it.
You in the footage I've seen, you were really, really tired. So just say you're tired.
Oh man, dude. Yes, funny actually. That thing that happened just before.
It's just coming to me. It's
I was
coming to me.
really tired.
It's
when
so
it happened.
tired.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
it's
crazy
it's
moment.
all I'm remembering now.
Yeah.
I just seen the most fun, like hilarious, like the thumbnails for it. Look at that, like Rowan's one there.
Oh God.
He was
Get-
unflattering.
You guys
Oh,
can't
is it
see
getting waxed?
because
It's
this is a
getting
podcast.
waxed.
This is Rowan getting
We
waxed.
got waxed.
It's a thumbnail of.
So I'd be remember, Rowan, you were the one that wanted to get waxed first. So So tell me about getting waxed first, Rowan.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so horrible, so shit. Speaking of which, though, towards the end of the challenge, like one thing I learned from that is that you could do a Buffed Up Nerds challenge, 3 months challenge, and look quite dramatically different one day to the next by just waxing your body,
my
all the
God.
hair off your body, having a tan,
Honestly,
and not drinking water for 2 or 3 days.
Like the wax tan, you're already 80% there.
Yeah,
it's actually insane. Like
and then special posing in the photographs.
I'd love to know if we hadn't wax tanned and get these photographs professionally done, and so the before and afters looked so dramatically different. Really, how different were we? Like, I think we were pretty different, but.
A little bit,
Oh, we were definitely
we're
different.
definitely,
Yeah,
we were definitely.
I'm seeing this photo, like, that's pretty. There's a photo of us on one of the thumbnails from Final Test from 5 years ago, where we're all like, there's like definition there and
Do
stuff.
you know the weird? I think I've gotten more results this year myself by just eating less.
Well, don't
I
you
haven't
skip
done
ahead, mate.
You're skipping
ahead.
ahead.
Well, we've only got 15 minutes left.
That's our
Because of the
experience.
traffic.
Because of the traffic. Well, let's just skip straight on ahead then to.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Mate. Hey, well, what I did was say how we went after. So we will get to your thing, but really quick recap. What happened after Buffed Up Nerds? And a very quick summary. Did you? I fell off the wagon immediately. I was like,
literally the day after the photo shoot, I fell off the wagon.
yeah. I remember thinking I wanted to keep going. I was like, I'm going to maintain this, but then I think I was like, I'll take a short break and then get back, and then I just never did it again.
Yeah. I've come to the conclusion, and I think I came to the conclusion prior to Buffed Up Nerds, but I was keen to do it anyway, is that I'm not a gym person. That's just not how I do health in my life. I know, like you said before, the hardest part is getting on the gym shorts and going to the gym.
Yeah.
It's not even how I want to live my life.
Nah, I totally understand that.
To me, I would much rather be doing something like Pilates or yoga, or for the longest time, one of the things that in my life that was making me healthy was I was doing swing dancing.
Yeah, that's right. It's swing dancing.
Yeah. And I got really freaking good at it as well. And after an hour-long class and then an hour-long social of dancing, you've burnt a lot of energy.
Absolutely.
And that's fun. It's social. Going to a Pilates class is fun. That's semi-social in the fact
like semi-social. Like you are around other people.
Yeah, and I guess you'd kind of say hi to people before and after. Or you
a little bit. Sure.
Some people
everyone's
do.
just kind of doing their own thing, to be honest. But
or literally just the health journey of doing something like doing yoga at home. And I think that's my health journey these days, as opposed to like going to the gym and sitting there and
that does suit you though. But just no. What about you? Did you fall off the wagon, Ron?
Straight afterwards, after Buffed Up Nerds, from kind of a injured elbow from just over.
Was that your injury? Sorry, that was.
I think was that what it was? Do you remember?
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah,
I think it was.
It was just
you couldn't even.
I could hardly even do a bicep curl or a push up or anything, just because it was so inflamed. It was an old injury that had just kind of really reared up its head.
Yeah,
and so I remember basically immediately finishing Buff Up Nerds, feeling really good about myself, and then just stopping.
Yeah,
completely.
Yeah.
And then just within a few months, it's kind of being basically back to where I was.
Yep, sure. And then watching all Buffed Up Nerds videos and crying ourselves to sleep.
And getting like people like months later going, "Oh guys, you guys look great, sure." And I'm like, "Oh, we don't anymore."
You don't anymore. Yeah, so it's gone. It's gone. That's the crazy thing about it. It does disappear if you don't.
So that was my injury. Your injury, Adam, was your back. What was your injury?
My injury was, I don't remember the context of it. It was my neck, and there was some stupid thing where we were trying to do backflips into a foam pit.
That's right.
And some big jump arena thing, and I think we were just the whole reason was we went to this jump place as like a different location, and we were trying to mix up the episodes or whatever. And we were
every episode we tried to have
something new.
So we did rock climbing once, we did the jump place once, we did jiu-jitsu with Ben.
We were trying to keep it fresh. And we went to a jump place, and I can't remember if somebody was like taking the reins. Like, did we have somebody showing us the ropes there? And we just okay. Then I tried to do a backflip into some foam pit and landed on my neck because I'm an idiot. And
learn how to do a backflip.
I know, like literally, I don't know why I thought I could do a backflip. I've never done one before, and I was like 30 years old at trying my first backflip. I guess I thought, foam, I'm safe. I'll protect myself. So if you land on your neck in the foam pit, that's not a good time. And I literally, there was like a week that I was just out of commission. I couldn't do anything, and it could have been a whole lot worse. But that was my my injury. I didn't like maintain. It's my neck and my lower back are the things that like can mess with me still today.
Yeah.
So that leads me to a quick segment. Would you rather? I want to know
Yeah.
Would you? This is a bit of a tough one actually because I finally fucking got it.
Figured it out.
I finally figured it out. So get ready for this. So again, I'm going to theme it. It's about health. Would you rather be in peak physical form or be able to be in peak physical form with basically little effort?
Yeah.
Or, and here's the tough bit, get mauled by a bear?
So I would definitely absolutely choose the peak fitness.
He's got it. I agree.
When you say that, and when you pointed out, he's got it. Like that was the right answer. Like,
well, no, he's got what I think.
Right,
that's my opinion as well.
Because I would also do that.
Cool. We're all on the same page.
Do you think? Just genuine question. Like, do you think anyone would choose being mauled by a bear?
Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's pretty easy.
You do understand that, like, but what you've just admitted to means you've completely missed the entire point of this game.
No, not at all, because you have to choose between the two of them, right?
There's not really a choice, though, is it? It's not a choice. It's just
because you want to be in peak physical form.
No, so
everyone wants to be in peak physical form.
When you play Would You Rather, the goal of it is to make two things that are kind of it's a bit of a difficult decision.
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of like there's a bit of a mental game of like,
not though. No, you've literally just openly admitted that it wasn't a difficult decision.
Because anyone would pick. You'd want to be like in peak physical form.
They would.
Would you?
They would.
Sorry, have we actually just being? If I put you in a forest, would you want to be mauled by a bear? Like,
no, of course not.
Yeah, like
that's why I'm picking peak physical form.
Okay, we'll try again next week.
Okay, I feel like
good try. I have one. I was just googling would you rather questions, and there's one: would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
I'd rather
have my hero
vomit on me. I think. Yeah,
I think I'm the same.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's an Adam question.
That was a weird question. It jumped out at me. My revelation over the last. I really think, really, it's been the last year that I've really just started noticing, like, I need to, like, we were aware of this in Buffed Up Nerds going into it. They're like, okay, we need to, if we want to see changes, and we should do something now because we're getting older. But really, in the last year, 2 years, I've just noticed that I need to strengthen my body, get to mitigate aging and pain a lot because like it's insane. Like it's like literally like I remember just in the shower once, just standing there and I was like, and I turned my neck for some reason.
Bro, the amount of times I've fucking done that.
I was just probably looking over it where's the body wash, and I sprayed my neck. I was like, I was standing there and I was just trying to exist.
Yeah.
And my body was like, no, fuck you.
Being old,
old. It was just like,
you should have known.
It was like, that was the big wake up call. Or just getting out of bed and be like, oh, no, pulled something. like I'm just trying to start my day. And you are dragging me down. Strengthening is now important. I'm actually putting completely off. I'm not chasing gains or anything at all anymore. That's where I'm at right now. Is just like I haven't gone down this. I'm eating way healthier than I've been eating, but I'm not cutting meals at all. I'm just like I'm eating as little sugar as I possibly can. And then for me, it's just walks in the morning, and I walk past there's a little park nearby that has like a little gym set up, so I do as many pull-ups as I can every day, which is like I want to get to like 20 pull-ups.
I know that.
I can't wait. I'm at 9 right now.
Actually, just a very quick sidebar. That was the one thing that I fucking smashed
I remember
you guys on.
That was our main metric.
Buffed Up Nerds.
Yeah.
Was you like at the beginning you could hardly do like 2 pull-ups.
I could probably do 2 or 3,
yeah. Whereas even to begin with, I was like 10.
I feel like that was our main metric going through Buffed Up Nerds was our like how many pull-ups can you do?
What was the number I got on our final? Like it was. I remember being even impressed myself. It might have been like
between 10 and 20.
It was somewhere,
I feel like it was even more than that.
I wish I
There's no way to know.
There's no way to know of this.
I feel like it was more than 20.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. That might be
dirty liar.
That might be an Adam fact.
I think he's doing a dirty
little jingle.
Do we need to get a little jingle for Adam?
Adam fact. Stick it up your butt. Get up your butt.
Adam fact.
That was an Adam fact with Adam.
Adam fact with Adam.
Although he could be right, and we'll look back on it, and we'll Okay, cut this soundbite in. Okay, ready? Turns out Adam was right. Turns out Adam was wrong. Whichever one works.
Or just leave it as exactly as played out. It works great. Okay, so and do you guys feel the same? Like, is health right now? I mean, you guys, his health is just for.
It's weird because I do know that when you get it's kind of like 50 plus, 60 plus, what you need to be doing, what you need to have done is strength training to keep your muscles good into old age. Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm not really doing strength training. Someone was saying the other day that like hardcore yoga can be kind of strength training.
Yoga can be. But you just, it's obviously just not.
So I feel probably like what I need to do is what you're doing is try and do a few pull-ups and squats and push-ups.
You can certainly do strength training with no weights at all and just it's just the right kind of exercises just with the weight of your body.
I feel like I need to get into a bit of that.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's literally just, it's eating healthy, walking, yoga.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. In an ideal world, I would love to have the willpower and time and motivation and energy to go to the gym 3 days a week and get jacked.
Yeah.
I would love to look like that.
Yeah.
But I don't have the desire, I don't have the willpower to do that, the need and the drive to do that anymore. So it's about something that's sustainable for me, which comes down to basically just something that works for me is just eating a little bit less. And trying to do a little bit of exercise.
I have the faintest bit of motivation to try and get like as jacked as I can, which is, and I guess it's not really a spoiler. We're hoping to do Witcher season 2, and there's a gag in there that really relies on Dandelion being buff,
being jacked as fuck,
and you'll know by the time Witcher season 2 comes out whether or not I achieve this goal because the gag will either be in there or it won't.
The gag also relies on me being particularly dad bod.
It kind of does, but also if I'm just significantly toned and tanked, and then it still
push
works.
out the tummy a bit.
Yeah, and you push out your tummy. It would still work, but it wouldn't work as well. Yeah, it's actually really frustrating. You went ahead and lost a lot of weight.
Lost some weight.
How do you
ruin my gag? I know we're nearly wrapping up, but isn't it funny? Like even me looking back on just some, because obviously we have a great record of the way we look throughout our entire life, the last decade, because we're constantly being filmed. Yeah. Just me looking back on videos filmed start of the year or end of last year. Yeah. And I just noticed a subtle difference in just the jawline. Yes. Things I never thought about. And I go, oh.
Yeah.
I had the exact same thing when I lost weight as well, is looking back on videos from like 2 years ago. I'm like, oh, not that I was fat by any stretch of the imagination, but much rounder in the face and the jawline.
There's a post recently I think it was on our subreddit, right? It was the 3 different eras of our D&D campaign with the 3 different locations we're going to shot in. The green screen and the settlers and then in our tavern here at the studio. And we all just look a little bit better. Like, it looks like we're all getting...
There are multiple comments being like, are the guys aging backwards?
Yeah.
No.
So genuinely, just...
you can't see this bit at the moment. I'm just writhing in model faces.
He's writhing in the chair. Doing model faces. It's very hard. Okay, Buffed Up Nerds. Like my last question. Buffed Up Nerds Season 2. Would you guys ever do it again?
Absolutely.
You genuinely would?
Yep.
My answer is no, not the way we did it.
Not the way we did it. I agree.
I would want to do. We'd still call it Buffed Up Nerds, just because it's a great name. But
it is a great name.
For me personally, the meme title of it would be a health journey. Yeah, as opposed to trying to get jacked as possible.
My thing would be like healthy, holistic, spiritual.
Meh.
I reject that. I want you to get pumped, bro.
What are you saying?
The feeling of the pump is like the feeling of coming. Do you know how much I'm in heaven? I'm at the gym. I'm eating protein. You know, I'm having a pumped here.
Well, so when we're cutting to you in the episode, that's what it's going to be. And when it cuts to me, I'm going to be eating mung beans.
You've missed the whole point.
and fucking meditating.
Hanging out on a tree eating mung beans.
Yeah, exactly. I'm meditating. I really like that. I am one with myself.
It would actually be really cool just for the 3 of us to be on our own individual journeys and then come together and have a massive fight.
Yeah. No, I disagree. I do say it's about getting as swole as possible, and I will not discuss this any further.
Mine would all just be about...
When we have the fight, you're swole, and you're fighting me, but I'm just going... And I'm just blocking it with my mind.
He'd be using mindfulness to like... He would actually just reconsider his life before just to the look in your eyes.
Let's go. But Buffed Up Nerds Season 2 could be coming, I think, one day when we might have our own website.
Yeah,
we've
been kind of talking about. We've been considering it for the longest time, but this could be the way to finally.
Could be some exclusive content.
Yeah, kick it off again. And I remember season 1 did, by all accounts, help a lot of our fans
Yeah.
get out there and motivate
I
them
genuinely did actually.
Yeah.
I still hear to this day
Same.
that fans are being inspired by Buffed Up Nerds.
Yeah.
Do you want to, Rowan, wrap it up?
We're going to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
You're going to wrap this up. All right.
I love this beat. I love
Yeah.
this
Yo.
beat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do
The
it.
feeling of the pump, yo.
Yeah,
Turn it up.
boy.
I can't quite hear the beat. Yo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, get the pump, get the swole with the pump and the mole on the schmiggerish. Get the pump, get the do. Diamond is Arnold Schwarzenegger. The feeling of the pump is like the feeling of coming. The feeling of coming is like the feeling of the pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the Buffed Up Nerds.
Oh,
I don't think a
season
single
2 coming
word
soon
rhymed that time.
to a computer near you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go. There's just some chocolate brownie in the kitchen. Let's go get
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
Shit.
let's go get chocolate. Oh my god, yeah, boy.